Bayley is 2-0 against Charlotte since coming up here to WWE earlier this year. The question is, can Bayley take advantage of a Charlotte who Corey probably is nowhere near 100%?
Well, and you're genetically superior. Even if you're 75, 80%, you're still a step above.
And Bayley looking to control Charlotte early.
And credit Bayley for stepping up to the plate, saying, I want an opportunity. I want a shot at your women's championship.
Credit Bayley for interrupting the Iron Queen the night after her 4th championship win.
Boo-hoo, cry about it, get over it. You're the champion. You know you're going to have challengers coming after you. Every second, there's always someone to look forward to, someone to prepare for. You know that. Charlotte knows that.
And I think to Byron's point, Corey, from the first time that Bayley stepped on the grand stage of Monday Night Raw a few months ago, she came out and told Charlotte she wants to be champion. Plain and simple.
It's going to take more than that.
A kip up by the champ.
And you heard Charlotte say to Bayley, it's going to take more than that.
All the insults you want if you're Charlotte, saying to Bayley how she doesn't belong here, how she belongs in the crowd, but you can't take away what Bayley can do inside that ring.
Nightmare takedown, and now Charlotte using those long legs to her advantage.
Incredible core strength.
And what's incredible was that 24 hours ago, Charlotte went 30 minutes plus against Sasha Banks and is still controlling Bayley in this match.
I'm glad you finally see it my way, Cole.
Well, there's no denying Charlotte's ability. She is a one-of-a-kind athlete. Her personality has a little bit left to be desired, but hey.
Hey, there's also no denying the heart of Bayley. It's all that Bayley's ever wanted to do in her life ever since she was a young girl growing up in San Jose, California. She wanted to be a sports entertainer.
To wrestle her brother in her living room. They used to make championship belts to impersonating their favorite superstars.
And I think, Byron, it's because of stories like that, and that is the reason that Bayley connects so well to the WWE fans.
She's never lost touch of that feeling of what it is like to sit on the other side of the guardrail, to enjoy a WWE show, and she brings that joy to her every time she competes.
Unfortunately, reality is not always a feel-good story, Byron. It's about how you get it done in the ring.
And it's about proving yourself in the ring. And Corey, something has to be said about Bayley's 2 victories over Charlotte so far.
I agree. I'm not going to sweep them under the rug. They're definitely impressive. What a great way to build a resume here on Monday Night Raw if you're Bayley. That said, to compete regularly on the level of the Queen is something nobody's been able to do except for maybe the boss.
Bayley up over the top, and there's a high elbow, catches Charlotte. And now Charlotte taken down by Bayley, and Bayley's starting to build momentum. The longer this match goes, you have to believe the better off Bayley's going to be, considering what Charlotte went through last night.
Look, Bayley came out here initially and congratulated Charlotte. She was proud of Charlotte and Sasha Banks for the effort they made last night in that Iron Man match.
Another thing about Bayley, she always has fun in the ring, right?
Of course, you gotta have fun. You gotta live life. Not be so uptight like Corey.
And shoulders down, and Charlotte has to kick out, and Bayley right back into the front face lock, controlling Charlotte.
I'm not uptight, Byron. I simply respect greatness.
And again, Charlotte this time wrestling Bayley to the mat. Cover by Charlotte, kick out. No denying what Charlotte has accomplished past couple of years here in WWE. Well on pace to be, one of the greats of all time. And Bayley now. Crossbody. Lateral press, hooks the leg and a kick out. And now a kip up of her own. Well, not quite as graceful as Charlotte, but that's what Bayley's all about. Loves to have fun.
There you go.
Now, how dare Bayley do that? How dare you mock Charlotte?
Just did.
Yeah, I saw it, Byron. That's why I'm incensed right now.
Calm down.
Drop toe hold, Bayley.
Uh-oh.
No.
World.
Charlotte did not want.
My favorite move.
Of course it is, Byron. Bayley a bit dizzy.
It's okay. Shoulders down.
Is this enough to knock off the champ and a kick out?
This is simply not fair to Charlotte Flair. Bayley looking to take advantage of a weakened Queen.
And look at shoulders down again.
Whoa,
Corey, you were
so
saying a few
weakened
minutes
queen.
ago that you were proud of Charlotte.
Yeah, and she accepted this match. You forget that, Corey?
And Charlotte needs a breather. Bayley is in control. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw, and the Queen, the women's champion, Charlotte, in control of Bayley in this matchup. Going to show you how Charlotte took over, Byron, during the commercial break.
Now on the outside of the ring, the action with Spill and Bayley right there. Charlotte using every inch of that 5'10" frame to stunt the momentum of Bayley.
Full extension right on the chin of Bayley. And Charlotte is in complete control. Here we go.
Bayley shoulders down and a kick out. Bayley would love a win tonight, put her in the title hunt, but Charlotte does not want to allow that to happen, and she is dominating right now.
Oh, Charlotte not only wants to beat Bayley, she wants to embarrass Bayley. She wants to make Bayley regret even coming out here to challenge her.
Yeah, guess what? That's what happens when you disrespect the Queen.
And you want to talk about embarrassing. What about what happened to Charlotte's opponent, Sasha Banks, at the Iron Man match last night? Sasha came out here, was going to congratulate Charlotte, called her to the ring. Instead, Nia Jax came down, kicked the crutch out from underneath Sasha, and then attacked her.
I don't think Sasha has anything to be embarrassed about in that particular situation, but what a statement by Jax.
Shoulders are down and a kick out.
I mean, Nia Jax should be ashamed of herself for picking on a defenseless Sasha Banks.
Like Bayley should be ashamed of herself for coming out and challenging Charlotte tonight.
Came out and challenged the champion. It's what competitors do.
Well, Bayley wants to play on the grand stage of Monday Night Raw.
Bayley should have come out here, congratulated Charlotte, and left the Queen's ring.
Congratulated.
Off the chop kick out by Bayley.
I mean, what do you expect Charlotte not to have any challengers, not to have anybody step up and try to test her? She's a champion. She is a target.
The night
That's what
after,
happens.
The night after one
Yes,
of the
the night
greatest
after.
performances ever inside of a WWE ring.
Guess what? You're inside a WWE ring. You know what happens in there? Matches, competition.
Well, but again, in Charlotte's defense, she did accept this match against Bayley. And Bayley made the challenge.
You were just out here complaining about Nia Jax coming out and taking out Sasha
It was a
Banks.
cheap shot. That's why I'm complaining.
And now Charlotte!
You can't have your cake and eat it too, Saxton.
There you go, the Queen.
There we go.
Basking in her glory.
All hail.
Here is a woman who was undefeated the entire year in pay-per-view one-on-one matches. That is an incredible feat in itself. And now Charlotte bounced off the turnbuckle, stunned a bit.
Charlotte is a big money player.